Dark Drinker, an exotic sword from the legendary Destiny 1 expansion, the Taken King. This sword was not only a fan favorite weapon, but one of the most powerful heavy weapon options for many activities. When Destiny 2 launched, we were forced to leave Dark Drinker behind. There's never been a good replacement to fill that void. Until now. Enter Falling Guillotine, a sword that not only looks and acts like Dark Drinker, but with the right roll, it can even be stronger. Hey, what's up guys? I'm Marshix, and today we're looking at how to farm for the amazing new sword, Falling Guillotine, and what rolls to look for on it. If you already know how to farm it and you want to know which rolls are good, skip to the time on screen. So let's not waste any time. You get your first Falling Guillotine at level 30 of the Season Pass. It comes with Enduring Blade, Heavy Guard, Energy Transfer, and Whirlwind Blade. This is a decent roll, but you're definitely missing out if you just settle for this one. Now, move on to level 45 in the Season Pass. You have to unlock the Pulse Rifle before you can farm for either one of these Season Pass weapons. Once you have both weapons, you can go to the Recaster and focus them into a rival-focused engrams. This will make it a 50-50 chance of being the sword or the Pulse Rifle. It's obviously not guaranteed to be a sword, but it's way better than most legendary weapon farms. To focus your engrams, you will need 100 Altered Element. This can be farmed from activities and the daily Recaster bounties. If you want to learn more about quick ways to farm Altered Element, check out this video in the top corner of your screen or in the description. Okay, now let's get into the rolls. In the first main perk column, we have Energy Transfer, Tireless Blade, and Relentless Strikes. Energy Transfer, in my opinion, is a waste of a perk slot. How often are you blocking? And then after that, how often do you need your class ability? Unless you're going for a very specific build, I would stay away from Energy Transfer. Tireless Blade is a good perk if you plan on using your heavy attack around a lot of adds. But for DPS phases and just general use, I would go with Relentless Strikes to generate ammo after rapidly landing 3 light attacks. Think about it, 90% of the time you're using light attacks. Against adds you don't need heavy attacks, and during boss damage phases you can only use your heavy attack once and then you have to wait for it to regen. I would definitely choose Relentless Strikes in this column. For the second main perk, let's go ahead and throw out On Guard and Counterattack. Not because they're bad, but they are going to require some setup for not much of a payoff compared to our other options. That leaves us with Surrounded and Whirlwind Blade. Surrounded is a great perk for swords in general. Where are enemies when you're using a sword? Hopefully right in front of you. As you can see in the background footage, Surrounded is a straight up 25% damage buff when there are 3 or more enemies near you, and you can increase that to 35% with a Surrounded spec. Great for most encounters where you would want a sword. However, Whirlwind Blade, in my opinion, is by far the best perk in this slot. Rapid Sword Strikes increase this weapon's damage for a short duration. This stacks up to 5 times and goes up to a maximum of 30% extra damage. Once again, you're going to be using your light attacks most of the time, so why not get some extra damage out of them? For the blade perks, you can't really go wrong with extra damage and or ammo. If you really want to optimize your sword perks for a specific encounter, you should first determine how long the damage phase is. If it's very long or you need to take care of adds, go with extra ammo. If it's a short phase, go with damage. So for the ammo perks, I would recommend Hungry Edge or Tempered Edge. And for the damage perks, I would recommend Honed Edge or Jagged Edge. For the guard perks, go with anything with high charge rate. This will allow you to use your heavy attack more often. The only one that really increases the charge rate is Swordmaster's Guard. But in all honesty, if you have any other perks, you'll be completely fine. For the masterwork, I would go with Impact, because who doesn't like just straight up extra damage? And now that you have the God Roll, top it off with an ornament at rank 88. I hope you enjoyed this video or found it helpful. If you did, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more Destiny 2 content in the future. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'm Marshix, and I'll see you next time.